we are celebrating our second week of nothing but Thanksvember.
Thanksvember, baby.
Thanksvember, baby.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Today we are playing Knack 2.
Knack 2, Knack a chance.
Tell us what you're playing.
We're playing Spyro the freaking Dragon.
Friggin' dragon.
Wow. This is
You almost
swore
on my Christian server.
Yeah, I want to apologize to the pastor, the churchgoers,
Sisters.
The choir boys especially, and
the brothers,
pray for the parents.
the Pope.
Oh boy.
Oh
So-
boy.
So, did you just see the sheet bounce
Sure.
across the frame?
Yep, look great.
This game is full of that stuff.
It's got personality, you might say.
The boom in the shot. I'm a really big fan of that.
Boom in the shot.
It's a great boom in the shot. Such a get him out.
Boom in the shot.
Okay, so
It's just-
in case you guys missed it, they're currently doing an interview and they're talking about the bad guy who's Nasty Nork.
Nasty
That's his
Yeah,
name?
he's a real dick.
Oh.
I'm gonna get Nasty Nork.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wanna
Tom
torture
Kenny
him.
voices Spyro, by the way.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Which one's Tom Kenny?
SpongeBob.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's probably the best example.
And this
Probably
is the
is.
one
Yeah.
that was the guy from the police did all the music.
Yes, the drummer of the police actually did all the music. This is the only thing about the police I really like.
Freaking Phil Collins,
Phil
everybody.
Collins?
No, not Phil Collins. Some
That's
other
what I was
guy.
thinking
did
too
his-
for
No,
some
that's
reason.
Genesis.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I did that as a joke.
I was literally
It's good to
thinking
know
Phil
that-
Collins. I was like, is that right? Like,
No, it's
No,
not.
it's wrong.
It's
well,
Neil Peart.
it's
Alright.
not Neil Peart.
No, it's not.
So,
He's
This
got
is-
it.
That's
He's got
Rush,
a name.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Alright, so you're running around,
yeah,
you're a
well,
dragon.
I'm gonna, because I heard you guys really hate the flying levels.
God, it
Don't
looks
go
like
right
shit.
to
I'm gonna do it because I need to get it out of the way right away.
He
I'll
does
do a
that.
regular
They're-
level too
they're
because
difficult.
I can
Yeah.
handle these.
Matt needs
but,
to flex on us all.
yeah,
Very
check it
first
out.
thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Watch how it's done, boys.
Check it out.
Matt's doing it for the girls.
So,
For the girls again.
No,
Matt.
nothing to do with that. So, this game came out in 1998, by the way. The sequel came out in 99, and then the third one came out in 2000.
Oh, they're just
Can't you dash on these?
you can
chugging these
you
out,
can
huh?
speed run, but you can't speed run. Sorry, I'm just my vocabulary here. You can like charge really, really fast, but it doesn't. You have to claim these barrels. That's the
Classify that
thing.
as a dash.
So we're just gonna quick clear this one up.
Yeah, I remember this level. It's very rage-inducing.
Yeah,
I
I was
always
always bad at these.
It's all right. You just gotta loop around.
Loop around. Loop around.
Who are you?
No.
Some racist?
No.
Sounds like you're some racist.
Okay, Ooga Booga, where the white women at?
Whoa. We're giving thanks here, not disrespecting.
That's a direct quote from you, Garrett.
Since when?
Early episode. I can't remember what it is. I'm gonna find it out. And I will post it in the description of this video. It's at the very beginning.
I would never let you.
It was
post a
Crash. It was
video.
Crash Bandicoot.
No,
Yes, it was.
It was
Yes, it
Crash.
Why
was.
would it have been Crash Bandicoot?
Because
That's like the
of
first-
Oh, right, because of
The first line
Aki
other than
Aki.
that video was where the white women at. Well, enough about that.
Yeah.
I'm not racist.
We got Spyro.
I celebrate,
Spyro.
I celebrate all
Let's
cultures.
talk about like quality, wholesome.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
talk about what makes Spyro great and why
So-
it's worth giving thanks.
For any of us that were like, not cool enough to have an N64 or just
Well, that's not me.
more importantly hated Mario 64, we had this alternative platformer on PlayStation. And if you look here, I just completely 100% of that level with time to spare.
That's the second time you brought up how much you hate Mario 64.
There's literally no other way to play these levels than
That was very
100%.
impressive, Matt.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah, no, we're all very impressed.
So that's a record you guys can try at home. I'm not gonna try
Yeah,
again.
I'm
Matt,
All right,
Matt
so now we're gonna
speedruns
play a real
Spyro.
level.
Matt speedruns Spyro for girls.
I speedrun Spyro for my own benefit.
Girls that are interested in speedrunning Spyro with Matt. This information will be posted.
His
All right,
address.
Okay,
in the
so
further information.
we're gonna get VGAB personal here, but I have at one point I had a dating profile,
Mhm.
and
As some,
one of my
as
selling
some have.
points was, hey, let's do 120% run of Spyro the Dragon.
All right.
Jesus.
Did not work. No
I
one
can't.
wants to do that. Turns out.
Boy,
I would
Sorry
be
for your-
soaking wet if I saw that.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's disgusting.
I'm soaking wet
I'm
right
soaking
now.
my hands.
But no, I'm very passionate about
Hold
this
up.
game. This is
Nasty.
probably one
The
of my
answer
favorite
is through a portal in the
games,
Dragon
if
House.
not of
But
all
you are not
time,
yet ready,
of the
Spyro.
PlayStation 1
First, you must
32-bit
complete one of the
platformer
other
era.
artisan labs.
Where is it in your
Boy,
top?
that is a very specific.
What about top 10 in general?
Yeah,
genre
that was very specific. You're right. Top what? What
Top,
you ask?
let's see top 7.
Especially
It sounds
considering.
like it's near and dear to your heart.
This
Were there
would-
any 30?
in my top 7? It would probably be number.
Did you say top 7?
Top
Yeah, that's a
7.
really weird.
I didn't want to do top 5, and top 10 sounds like too much.
Well, it's definitely over 5.
And it's under 10.
I'd rate this, if not the number 1 game, pretty goddamn close. So we'll do Stonehenge. Wait, I don't like that one. Let's do this one.
All right.
Stonehill, by the
But
way.
back to the generalization of 32-bit 3D platformers.
Hey, Spyro!
What all do
Press
we
the
have? We
jump
have the
button
Spyro
twice to
trilogy.
grab.
We have the Crash trilogy.
And
Was
don't
there
be
anything on
afraid.
Saturn? There was a
What?
3D
Falling from
platformer.
high mountain peaks,
I
plummeting
wouldn't
into
count
prehistoric
Sonic 3D
glaciers.
I
That's
would
like
either.
the first thing.
And it was on-
Bug was on Saturn. That was kind of a,
Yeah, Bug was fine.
yeah. I got very angry at that game so much. Croc, not on Saturn, but
Croc.
yeah.
Croc was on Saturn.
Was it really?
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
thought that
sure.
was a PlayStation 1 only.
What about
thing.
Bugsy?
No.
No, we don't.
We
God,
don't count that.
We don't talk about Bugsy.
Isn't there a new one coming out?
There's one that's out now.
Yeah, it's out now.
We're gonna do Town Square.
Gex.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gex.
Gex was one.
2 and
I
3
can't
were
believe I didn't think of that.
3D ones.
Enter the Gecko was a childhood favorite of mine.
Too talkative, that Gex boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made
Little bit
topical
verbose.
references for the time, and it was
Yeah,
hilarious.
there was always an Austin Powers joke. There was,
Some Cheech and Chong in there.
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, Croc was released on PlayStation, Sega Saturn, and Windows.
I had no idea it came to Saturn. I only
Yep.
played it on PlayStation. So. Also,
Oh, Nils.
yeah, this is a shout out to our near and dear
Welcome
friend
to Town
Nils. Not that he
Square,
ever watches this.
He's watching
so-
every
Begin
week.
exploring
Doubt it.
by
Yeah.
Shout out
driving
to-
to that area with the bull.
Pour some out
Use
for
the
one's homies.
L2
Rest in
and
peace, Nils.
R2 buttons to get a good look.
He's still alive.
You'll be flying with the dragons
Well, yeah.
in Valhalla. Dragon Valhalla.
Dragvala? Val Dragon?
Val Kilmer. Alright, so that's actually I for the most part answered my own question there, and there was a lot more than I would have thought.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Spyro and Crash were the big ones, right?
Yeah.
For PlayStation,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, really, for any of, if we're just counting 32-bit, it's really the PlayStation, the Saturn, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I just realized that our TV was probably really loud.
Well, that's...
Thanks, Spyro.
There you go. It's
Um,
not-
The worst
fixed
itch
in
on the
post.
tip of my wing.
Yeah.
Oh, did you
So-
know that you get your longest glides by pressing X at the
A lot of
very
these
top
intro
your
levels are very much tutorials to kind of teach you like mechanics here, so it's not terribly difficult by any means. But each level has so much personality and a lot different.
That is
from
true.
each other.
Each one definitely has its own like set theme, and the level design in these I think is really charming because they do manage to cram a lot into what's a I think these are relatively small levels just with a lot of different
Yeah,
like twists and
like I
turns
could get
that
to
make
the
it
beginning of the
longer.
level super fast.
Right.
So what's the main goal in these levels? Rescuing the dragons?
Save
Yeah,
dragons.
we gotta
Yep.
save all the dragons, we gotta collect all the treasure that was scattered.
Mhm.
Treasure's more of a secondary objective, but I like to clear it out as I go.
Yeah,
All
this
that
was
stuff
like
here.
I think when I played this, I was playing it wrong because when I started it, that was my goal. I wanted to collect everything because I just come hot off of all the Crash games, 120%, 121% or whatever, and I wanted that same goal in this, but I think it kind of... I had a lot of fun with it, but at the same time, I think I shouldn't have approached it like this, you know, like that.
This game, too, in particular, has a lot of those, I don't know what the right word is, but if you don't know what you're doing, then you're not gonna, it's hard to figure out. It's like
You're
this
gonna
right
have a
here,
bad time.
you have to kind of, yeah, you're gonna have a real bad time. This is an area that I think is a lot of people miss at their first.
Oh, this guy's always fun.
Yeah, but it's actually not terribly difficult if you.
Ripped off from Mario 64 trying to catch that rabbit.
Okay, so
I don't think-
flubbed
I don't think the rabbit was in the initial release of Mario 64.
What?
I feel like that was in the DS version.
No, I've only played the
Later.
N64 version. It's in there right before the fire level, the lava level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, there are a few in there, but
Bastard,
in the
too.
DS one, there's like a bunch of them. They're all over the place.
Matt's sitting here seething with rage because we're.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I just didn't. I'm just like, you know what, I'll let them do it. Oh, got it.
Nice.
So, we didn't get to see any of that action.
Basically, it falls on its butt and then the egg floats
Yeah,
away.
the egg
out of
comes
its grasp.
out.
Yeah.
So the eggs are not in every level, they're only in a few different ones. Some levels have multiple eggs. That's a fun little fact there, but it's part of getting that 120.
Right.
And actually the 120 comes from a bonus stage. You get 100% to unlock it, and then
Which also means collecting each and every one of these gems.
every single
Which
I'm guessing you 120% in the game.
like 7 times.
Nice.
Yeah. No, this is like one of those games I go back. I want to play every single year. I've kind of cheaped out the last couple. Well, this is when I would
What?
return to. Cheaped out.
Oh, okay.
Like, didn't follow through. I don't know. That's
No, I know it makes sense. I thought you said something else. So.
Okay.
And this is one of the more difficult ones to do that in, because I know in 3 you have it, but I think in 2 you have it as well, where you can touch all the shoulder buttons at the same time, and sparks will like point in the direction of the gem.
That's the third
Nice.
one. Yeah,
Is that
for
just
sure.
the third one?
Yeah, because there's sparks like levels you can do that are like top-down shooters, which are really cool.
Those are good.
And then you get upgrades for sparks to kind of help you find stuff.
I thought
like-
that there was something about it in 2 as well.
There might be. I
It's
might be
been a
remembering that wrong, but I could have sworn it was just 3. All right,
It could be just 3. But that was such a nice, like, I mean, granted you did have to unlock it, but I classify that as quality of life,
Yeah,
and that made things so much better for me.
absolutely.
Because you could just you could be missing
Ooh,
one.
oh.
All right, so
Muscle memory, huh?
I'm trying to.
That'll be no problem.
I'm trying to remember where the last gems are. For some reason, did I get all the dragons too?
You try hitting all the shoulder buttons at the same time, and
Using your
Yeah,
sparks?
I just did that, and nothing happened. So
nothing. Damn.
I'm gonna go back up here real quick because I feel like, oh man, like I said, I've gotten soft with this game.
You're doing
Right.
well, though.
I'm sorry, I didn't say I was. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you're
have to finish that. There we go. That's 100%. We out.
Nice. Oh!
And
What's
well,
going
That's the old speedrunners technique. No point in going to the end of the level
Yeah,
when you
no,
can just
absolutely
exit
not.
it and
Like,
have the exact
unlike some
same-
people, I'm not ashamed to admit that I try to, complete each level faster when I play this game. It's one of my
It's
favorite
mainly
games.
for women.
Yeah, that's not the case.
Just 100%.
See, unlike some people, I don't play my games to impress others. I just do it for self-enjoyment.
Like I said,
Especially the fairer sex.
I mean, if you can't,
what the hell are you even?
if you can't please others, please yourself.
So last, I'm not even last week. The week before, we're like, oh look, Matt picked a girl character. What a surprise! And now it's just turned into me trying to.
Defend yourself against the game.
Like I'm really confused here. So I could honestly play this game forever, and if someone wants to take the controller away, just let me know.
You know, I'm having such a good time watching you because you're a lot better at this than I am.
All right, well I'll do Stonehill then real quick, and then if Garrett wants to play it,
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it whenever. 'cause
If Garrett's gonna play, then I'll play it too.
I mean, I would expect you to play it.
all right. Well, what time are we at right now? Just for my own reference.
Like 15 minutes. We've got a ways.
All right, someone's doing this one then.
I'll play the Stonehenge.
God.
Great. Well,
And
Alright, off to a great start here.
yep. Ball typically helps you aim in the direction you want to move,
Yep.
and then move in that direction and not just snake around.
So I'm not going to go
You're
for
not-
collectibles in this.
That's
You're not
fine.
being shot at. You don't have to serpentine. Just
When you free
that a
a driver
Metalocalypse
to step
reference?
on one of their platforms, you're saving your
I think it's
progress.
Archer.
That could be useful
Archer
if you
more
run into trouble.
famously and more
Not
often would
that
use
you
that.
Okay, well, I
ever
think
run into trouble,
Metalocalypse is for
Spyro.
archers.
Okay, well, it's also just common.
It's just, yeah.
It's a commonplace thing where if you're being shot at, then serpentine, moving a snake
Ooh.
motion.
That feels good.
yeah, it does.
Yeah. the visual effect of it,
yeah.
like pausing as you
Yeah.
hit stuff, is always really gratifying in games.
And the funny thing is, I have no idea if that was intentional or if it, because
It was
the
just like a
game freaked out.
slowdown type
Yeah.
of thing.
And it works regardless, and that's cool by me.
Yeah.
Wow, Paul, way to know that you can't tackle that guy down. And
I
you
saw it
have
in
to
the demo.
blow hot fire.
There we go.
I think the general rule of thumb is anyone that's taller than Spyro, you
Hello,
can
my
outcharge.
Yeah, they
friend.
really
How
just
long
have the
it
two.
on gliding?
Well,
You bet.
there's like
For the longest
there's the guys you
glide,
can
press the
charge.
X
There's the
button
guys
at
you
the
have to
top of the
flame,
jump,
and then there's a
and try
giant
pressing the
dude.
triangle button to
As
drop
far as
down
enemy
in
types go,
mid-flight.
and it's basically that in this one.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna go really into enemy types, you've got your like these bulls. I mean, they're obviously reskinned in certain levels, but they're like really quick, and there'll be dogs that are really fast too that are super one hits.
Yeah.
Then you have like those mid-range characters, and then there's the giants like you were talking about that either have like a protective thing in front of them that you have to get behind them, or you can just play them up front depending on the level. But there's really not a whole lot of repeat, and like you don't see
Right.
these rams ever again.
And it's kind of weird because again, yeah, it is very much based on the
Specific to the level, yeah.
Pass through this
But
fancy
the types are
vortex
definitely
thingamay.
there.
Digger,
And there's
better
about
take you
30
back to the
levels
artisan
total,
home.
so
Crash
First,
Warp
let
did
me
the same
tell you
thing,
a
right?
No,
That was the
see
theme, the thematic, like going to different time eras.
yeah,
and-
but there were a lot of repeats.
Yeah, there were a lot
Yeah.
of repetitive ones.
I just honestly, okay. So as we were saying, we're giving thanks. My thanks was Insomiac Games, just in general, I guess. This is one of my favorite developers. This is not their first PlayStation 1 game. They released Disruptor, I think, in '96.
Is that the fighting game?
No, that was a first-person shooter, kind of like a Doom.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was launch. It might have been launch. It was close to launch. Of, the
PlayStation?
Yeah. Wasn't really received very well when they released the Spyro trilogy. One after the other each year following, and then PlayStation 2 came around, and then Ratchet and Clank is another one of my
Cratchit and Wrench.
Cratchit and Wrench, yeah. One of my favorite platformers.
What about Jack and Daxter?
I would rather play Ratchet and Clank over Jack and Daxter.
Yeah?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, the first Jack and Daxter was really good. I really liked that, but it just kind of they went in a weird direction that I didn't want for that
You didn't
series.
appreciate that.
I just wanted more platforming, and if they stayed that way, it would have been great. But this open world business with GTA mechanics and all that stuff is just weird.
Alright, where's that last dragon? I got 3 out of 4.
I honestly don't even remember which ones you grabbed.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one down in the well.
Yeah.
I don't think you got.
I think
the
I got
one.
that.
I don't think you did.
Well,
you
if you
jump
go
down
back,
the
you
well?
can get the key on the beach though, and then get the treasure in the well. I mean, you're not going for 100. Fuck you. I don't.
Oh, jeez. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sweet.
I got the one in the well.
No, there's a different thing that looked like a well, but it raised me up onto a tower.
Let's see what Gavin has to say.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies,
What's your name for a
he
dragon?
stays strong.
Gavin?
Gavin?
Gavin the dragon.
Well, that
Drake
works.
Gavin.
Dragon.
Just Gavin's best shot down there. An introduction. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't even hear that, so.
Alright,
Yeah.
you have to get the key that's on the beach where you just came from.
Okay.
He's not. He's not.
Okay, so
Not doing that.
you're better off just finding the end of the level.
Or just hit an exit level because you don't care about.
Nice.
You don't give it a... You didn't give a rip
Did
out of nothing.
He can give him
Garrett,
a
off to you.
Wow, great. Cool, Paul. So, what do you think about Spyro?
I think I like the controls so much, running around, and like
It's a
you're
tight
saying,
game.
yeah, it is very tight, and hitting those treasure chests, just very satisfying feeling.
Cool. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Can't believe both of you guys just skipped right past this one.
Where's
I was more concerned about getting the flying level out of the way.
Where's Nasty Nord?
I skipped it, so I just.
Oh, there's also the enemy that has like a sack on his back that he drops some gems whenever you flame him. And,
Oh yeah, he
They're
should
fun.
be somewhere around here.
yeah.
It's that guy.
Yep, there he is.
Yeah. Oh man, I really want to use the. I could have sworn that you could rotate the. Oh no, it's one of these.
It's R2, L2.
Yeah. This is a pretty cool move though.
You know, I've gone through the entire game and never.
What is the point of that?
Yeah, it's weird because it doesn't really.
Seizing out.
There's no attacks really that come at you just at a straight line.
And it's not like he's moving very far anyway.
No, and you can just like jump. It's just weird, and it's not a far distance either. So this way cool crustacean here will transport you.
Is he supposed to be a crustacean?
I
never
Looks
got.
like a-
I thought he was just wearing a
looks
scarf.
like.
I thought he was like a human type deal.
Maybe alright, maybe it is.
Yeah.
One of those things when you're, when did this come out? 98, so I was 7. A 7-year-old sees that. That looks like a crab.
Well, it looks like
a crab
man. Yeah. Crabman.
Yep.
Crab people.
I can see that. If you're just rushing through, you're like, oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a crab boy.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really saw that. But I do remember I only had the demo for this for the longest time. And you would go to him and he's like, "Oh, I can take you to another
GameStop.
to another world when the season changes." And I was like, I didn't get it, so I asked my mom like what he meant by that. And I'm pretty sure she lied, and she was like, "Oh, that's just a phrase people say sometimes." And I'm like, "All right." So thanks Mom for that memory.
So the level
pretty
that's
sure it was a
here,
lie.
this is my favorite level in the game. I love it.
Dark Hollow.
Yeah,
That's fitting, man.
It's a very gothic looking level. It's very grim.
It's just dark. It's just dimly lit.
It's got
It's
spooks.
still. It's like a regular looking place.
Jump scares,
This does-
galore.
Oh boy. I love those jump scares.
Toads.
I think this is the level where they introduce dudes dressed in metal.
Yes. So
They
like
got
those
these
guys.
Dressed in metal, what? Like a knight, like knights?
Yeah, like knight's armor.
Well, it looks more like a sheet of tinfoil.
Well, like across the front, the really large boys.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like green ghouls.
Get got.
Get got.
I got him. Oh my god. I really do not miss the time of having to use the analog or the shoulder buttons to switch the camera around.
I really don't think it's that bad,
It's
though.
inverted.
Oh yeah, you can swap it though. This game, I don't think actually. I think it came out prior to the actual DualShock. So it's mostly a D-pad game.
What year was this? 98?
Yeah. And I think Ape Escape came out in '99, which is after the Ape Escape was the flagship DualShock
Talk
business.
about, that's another weird name for a dragon. Darius.
Darius.
Darius?
There's
Daenerys?
no
Sounds like some Game of Thrones
game of hog war.
One thing this game does not have are high altitude hogs.
That is true. I've yet to see any high
It's a
altitude
deep cut there.
Right.
Check the tapes.
Harkening back to our Crash Bandicoot episode,
I mean, we already did once. So.
we have some high altitude hogs present. Right.
Hoggin.
Hog wild.
It's hogwash, that pun that you just made.
I just said Hoggin. And it wasn't even a pun. I just said the
well,
word Hoggin.
That whole, it
Was there a
hogwash.
pun there that I missed? Did I do one?
I think it was the
unintentionally?
tone of your voice that.
Right. Because that's what a pun is. It's when you alter the tone of your voice.
Oh yeah, alright.
I think you're confusing sarcasm with pun.
Well, why did you say Hoggin in the first place? Where did that come
Look,
from?
Listen to how ridiculous it sounds.
Hoggin?
I can't even handle
So
that.
I'm gonna light this guy's ass up. These are cool
Burn his
games.
ass!
Yeah, these are really cool games. And honestly, they get better too.
Torches baloney.
Torches Bologna.
Sweet goblin baloney.
Just waiting for it at that point.
If there is
He really
actually
was.
one
He was-
thing,
he
I
was
maybe in
asking for
the
it.
very unpopular opinion here, but the third one when you could play as multiple characters, I did not really care.
Was it by choice?
No, you had to progress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did they like have different abilities and
Yeah,
stuff?
I mean it was only
Yeah.
like one level each that was specific to them per world. But God, I hated them.
I liked it.
A certain game that I've
I like Sheila.
played recently
the
that I
kangaroo.
can't talk about has something similar to that.
Shut
Oh
up.
God.
God.
That's already too much.
Alright, so for those of you who even care, Matt and I have not played Evil Within 2 yet, and Paul knows that we do not want to hear about that game because
It sounded like it was just more on your side.
it's very anticipated by me, but I have not had the opportunity to play it with other things in my life, and I told him specifically I don't want to hear about it, so when he says, oh, it's a game that you don't want to talk about, it has this and this
Don't worry,
going
it's
on in it."
completely inconsequential.
Oh, you
I
can
don't-
jump up on it second one from the ground.
Yeah, I just don't want to.
Sorry, Garrett.
And also, if you glide and press triangle, you'll do a thing.
They don't have that in this.
Oh, they
You
just have drop.
You
That's
just
right.
fall. I tried doing it a couple times, but you probably didn't realize because I didn't do what was supposed to be done.
Yeah, it's alright.
Although it wasn't really supposed to be
Honestly,
done.
I just love looking at this game.
Yeah, I would love to see an HD remaster of this so bad.
Yeah.
Why hasn't that happened?
It'll happen.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they
After Crash, that'll happen.
Crash had to have been a success. Like I can't say that that game has any sort of lasting appeal.
No.
I played that game all of 3 times. And
it's too much like the originals to just, I know what I'm gonna get and I know what's gonna happen here. And
I think the problem was Crash is more flawed than I remember it.
Oh, well, yeah, that's it.
Spyro is not. And if they do even the smallest amount
If they, yeah, I mean,
quality of life shit, then
I
this
appreciate that.
is no problem.
And maybe a little more smoothness to the analog like movement, but
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
you
it's
can't.
you.
You can't
I was
possibly fuck this up.
How should they, in your opinion, Garrett, how should they tackle the shoulder button turning movement?
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it?
Nobody
on-
wants to
put it
do
on the
this.
right
I think,
analog
well, I
stick.
think they could.
Right, just rotate the camera with the right analog stick like everyone else does.
Well, of course, there's going to be purists that are like,
Well,
You're
then
changing
you can have that
you-
setting.
Yeah, that's what I was
Those-
going to say.
no,
You could
those-
leave it in.
Those purists are absolutely wrong.
Well, some
And they
could say
don't
the same thing
deserve-
You
about
know
the
what?
Resident
Honestly,
Evil
you know what
remake
they could do is
with
just leave it.
tank controls.
Hear me out
Nobody
here.
has any issues with the Resident Evil remake.
Lots of people have issues with tank controls. That's why they put that setting in, to where it's just kind of like Devil May Cry running around, where you just run towards a direction.
It's not just that's just in the HD remake.
Yeah, but with the
That's not in the GameCube
with the
one.
remake 2 coming up.
That's yeah. Let me know when
Well,
that happens.
it's been like 3 years.
Right.
Capcom, hurry up, please.
Hey, we did it.
So hear me out though.
Nice.
I have, because there's no. We're gonna go back to the controller thing with the joystick and the shoulder button real quick, because I need to voice my opinion. Keep it on the shoulder button. Shoulder button. Holy
Shoulder
shit.
button.
Shoulder buttons. Solder buttons.
Soldier button.
Seltzer buttons. Keep it. So keep those camera control, but also add a camera control to the
Yeah, you
right
can have
analog
both.
stick. Because there's no other actions. Like, you're not going to use those buttons for anything else anyway.
But also, one thing that I would highly suggest is, all right, so I'm walking straight, right?
Yeah.
I hit the right trigger, and I turn left.
Oh.
That's an issue. I hit
Well, can't you change
left.
that in
Yeah.
the settings right now?
Well, Matt's saying that can be changed, but I'm saying default it to where it's not inverted because
So basically,
who
you're
in the
steering
history-
yourself by controlling the camera. is what
Right.
you're
Well,
saying.
that's what you should be able to do ideally with a good camera control scheme. Yeah,
Sure.
I think so. I don't think I'm asking for too much.
I think
it made sense if this came out before DualShock or analog sticks. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think so because I
Well, how
hit
else
the
would
right
you-
analog stick to turn, left analog stick to turn the opposite direction.
can you use the D-pad?
Yeah, D-pad is
I mean,
like
I
the
can,
primary.
yeah, I can turn with this, but should I use the camera controls to turn myself? I should be able to just do whatever I want.
I think we,
Where's Dr. Shemp?
Dr. Shep
Oh,
is
he's
in the
in the
second
Shep.
world.
Or Toasty? I thought that
Oh, Toasty's over here. I think we can
Toasty's
get...
in the Dragon Head.
Yeah,
should be
we
able
had
to get
to
in there
complete
now.
a level, so there you go. Toasty's good.
I remember having a real bitch of a time with this.
The boss fight is
As a young
trickier than the rest of the game. Just kind of...
Yeah, I think this is arguably the hardest part of this entire game.
Right.
I think the flying levels are still up there.
These parts just suck.
I just never really had an issue with them.
Oh.
And these
And it's just so
stupid,
weird to me.
these stupid wolves that are all like, "Hey, I'm a belly flop on y'all."
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Those
out
guys
of nowhere.
Those guys are so stupid.
You think they're gonna bite?
You pretty much dominated that flying level, which I'm actually very impressed with.
Yeah, you did.
Because
mean,
I
you don't have
spent
to-
so long on those.
I mean, thanks for stroking my ego. a
Well,
bit.
you're welcome. Somebody needs to stroke it once in a while.
I mean,
God, I hate this room.
yeah.
Don't watch us.
I mean, maybe. I mean, yeah. No one is. But...
Well, okay, so like I flamed that guy 2 times in a row. He should have been dead as crap.
Dead as heck, you should say.
I cannot believe that game didn't hit me.
Yeah. That was close
That
call.
was really lucky. And if I recall correctly, there's no like fodder enemies
Enemies ready
here.
for you.
I think the fodder enemies are actually on the path to the left when you go out there. If you go out there.
Are there? I thought that there weren't.
I thought there were. I mean, I could very well be wrong. There's details like that.
I could have sworn that
What
there
are- is
were
that a
no
polar
fodder
bear?
enemies
What
in
They're-
any
they're
of the boss
dogs.
ones.
It's a weird looking dog.
Doges.
Dogus.
Novus. Beavers.
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Yeah, the soundtrack
Oh
though.
my god! And then that guy just bats me out of the air.
You got really picked up.
That's BS. God, I would love to just. And even if there was like a nice auto rotate on the camera, it would be real cool.
I think you can. I think it's on passive by default. You can set it to active.
Oh,
my god!
Yeah.
Get him! Oh,
Flat.
You just got hounded.
jeez.
Hogged.
Hogged. Hoggin.
Hogging.
Not
We're just
doing
basically speaking gibberish at this point. This is what it's come down to.
that. I don't do that. I speak coherent senses.
Senses?
God.
Senses?
I said senses.
He says senses?
Shut up.
All 5 senses: eyes, ears,
Nose,
Tongue.
mouth, tongue,
skin, hand.
hand, chowder.
Chowder's not a sense.
Paul has chowder senses.
I can use some chowder though. What's the best chowder you guys have had?
Clam chowder.
Absolutely.
The white. New England.
What's the?
That's like the only kind of. All chowders are pretty much white.
No, there's a red.
chicken
there's a
chicken
red chowder.
corn chowder is the best chowder, and I will fight till the death.
So here's the thing. I really
Not
like.
that interested in chowder.
I like clams, but I don't like the gristle that comes with clams.
I've never noticed that in a chowder.
I
Gristle,
hate all
Yeah.
clams.
Usually it's tiny pieces. You don't like? You're not a clam man?
No, absolutely not. I'm not a clam man. I'm
Like-
a birdie boy.
Sorry, he's clam
Birdie
right
boy.
now. Birdie boy.
My last name is Birdie Boy instead of Clam.
If anyone watches, check it out. Dr. Steve Brule. You'll recognize.
you-
I forgot the dogs were 2-hit kills.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that one like body slammed me after I'd already hit it twice.
You gotta be real quick.
But it showed that the other
Oh,
one.
that was one that was
registered
just around the
hit.
corner and it completely surprised
No,
me.
that one was different.
There is a surprise one, but I thought he handled it.
Nice,
well.
Kevin.
Kevin!
Kevin, hey. Good to see ya.
I haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, so there was no fodder enemies.
Alright, so yeah, I mean,
Which I
think you can do it.
I think that I can too, because I think the level of this was like
Just
hardest
they
part.
add 1 dog per
Right.
spot.
And then
Yeah.
get going. The problem is that these dogs suck. Oh my god.
Should press the roll.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And the
there you
thing
go.
is that I'm trying to get into the habit of trying that because
Oh, that's
I've been-
embarrassing.
Isn't it though?
I've been hit before.
So yeah, the gag here is that the boss is actually a sheep.
Wake up, sheeple.
I'm gonna creep up.
Dr. Amp!
I'm playing
Oh,
stealth.
God.
This is stealth Spyro. What the
You're
hell?
good.
How
You're
did
good.
that?
You got it.
Okay, but you saw me hit him.
Just don't let this sheep kick you.
I don't get that. I don't get kicked by sheep.
Now you don't have help from Spark, boy.
Yeah, I got nothing.
You're gonna 100% this bad boy right now.
Yay! We did it.
Yeah. Right. If I can manage to make my way over to those gems, I don't do exit level because I'm a purist. I actually go to the level exit. I'm not about the speed run, but I am about the completion.
One thing I do want to touch on before we get too far off here, Insomiac. So this developer is no longer a first-party Sony company. They're actually considered third-party now,
which I think is been good.
That's been good for them. No, they've made some good games, and I'm glad I've had the chance to play them. The only one I have not played is Fuse, and I have that sealed still. Maybe we'll check that out one day.
Sunset Overdrive was an amazing game that I'm disappointed didn't sell better because
no, it definitely should have.
I think they just recently posted on Twitter that they were like just looking for a publisher.
Yeah.
Ooh. That is really rough because
Sony
that was a very good game.
Yeah, no, they.
The thing is the fact that Sony hasn't jumped at it already. Like they're not going to, and that's super sad.
It is. Insomniac, they're really good people. Mark. Oh my God, Ted
Mark
Cerny actually was the lead producer on this.
Mark Cerny.
What is his name?
The brothers Cerny.
Ted Price. Ted Price. He's the president of Insomniac. He's been through this for years. He's a good guy. I've seen some stuff with him in interviews and stuff. He's just a real wholesome dude. And
I just like video games.
Let's not forget the Resistance trilogy as well.
Oh man, I love the Resistance games.
Yeah. Talk about a fucking firework of a launch title for PlayStation.
Yeah.
But right now we're just kind of waiting on that Spider-Man game.
Which I wish I were more excited about.
Yeah.
But everything that I've seen from that just
Spider-Man Arkham
looks so not right.
Is that what you really want to call it?
I'm leaning towards that right now.
Sparkham City.
Oh my god. Did we do all the levels in this world? I think we did.
Yeah, I think we did as well. I'm just seeing what gems I can find.
Oh yeah,
there's a couple.
Absolute.
Missing.
You know, I get so happy playing this game. This game just brings back so many emotions.
I was like, man, how come it's not saying that we collected everything in this? And then I forgot that Paul didn't 100% his one friggin'...
I told you that I wasn't going to.
Yeah, I know, but
don't you remember my story about how it left a bad taste in my mouth with this game, trying to 100% everything?
Alright, let's keep the save. We're gonna save this. We're gonna make a save.
I'm gonna go...
Maybe we'll come back to it.
I'm just gonna clean this up.
Alright.
I just want to do that.
I'll talk a little bit more since it's my week to lead and all that stuff.
Please do.
Thanksgiving. So, you know, I'm just
thankful for game.
Thank you, Tom Kenny, for voicing this Dragon Boy. Actually, he is no longer the voice. Actually, he jumped after
Elijah Wood was Spyro's voice for a minute there.
Yeah, and that weird fucking reboot thing.
What the hell? During the Legend
Gary
of Spyro.
Oldman was in it as Sparks. Can you imagine Gary Oldman voicing a dragonfly? I sure as hell can.
Those are supposed to be good games. I'm disappointed that I never tried them.
Are we still serious here?
No. God.
I thought they
maybe just ran its course a little early.
I feel like I've heard good things about them in retrospect.
Yeah, they're actually really expensive now.
Yeah, I know that the last one that's on the Wii is like a super expensive game now, and it sucks. Because I would love to play it.
So I'm just gonna let you know now, most of your collectibles that were missed are up on those.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
This is not my first rodeo.
I figured. Again, I just had to flex my Spyro.
But I also, for the ladies.
You're being helpful.
Hey, ladies.
Hey,
girls, check out my Spyro.
Hey, check out
skills.
Check out my Spyro speedrunning extravaganza, guy.
How about you dragon fly your way over here? How about you quit dragon and fly over here?
Oh my god, that's fucking gross. Everything about that just did not work.
Let me torch you up.
I got some
too hot. Girl, you breathe the fire.
I'm gonna fire your heart up.
Oh my Christ. I'm gonna
burn
take
those
you-
panties right off, huh?
I'm gonna take your sacred treasure.
Don't
Explore
even
your
buy-
gem.
Come over to my house.
Let me
Don't
look
even.
at your nasty Nork.
You don't even have to nork. God, just fucking kill
That's
us.
enough of
all.
that.
North Korea, just our dress is below.
I'm sensing a lot of sparks between us.
Oh jeez.
What is that thing anyway?
Hey baby, I'd love to pound your
It's a
egg
bandit.
Your what?
Egg thief.
thief. Egg thief. Egg
I think
bandit.
that's their official name is Egg Thief.
Oh no.
Yep, that's alright. It happens. I've done that a billion times.
I'm used
Wouldn't
to.
you say, "Can I be your egg thief"?
No, let me ram your egg thief.
No,
Jeez
I'll
Louise.
be your egg thief, and we'll make many beautiful sons.
That's stupid.
No, let's
What
not.
the fuck?
Think about.
You
female
sound
anatomy
like a-
and ovulation.
This is
What
weird.
is happening? Why am I slipping off of this so bad? I used
What
to
is
be able
happening?
to ride this inside edge so tight,
Man, wow.
but I can't do it. This isn't Forza.
Damn right it's not. This is better. It's Spyro the Dragon.
Well,
Released in 1998 by Insomiac Games, published by Sony Computer Entertainment America.
That's
Rest in
yep.
peace.
That no longer is really a thing. It's just Sony Computer Interactive.
Skia.
Skia. Blame 'em.
I'm
Blame 'em.
sliding all over the damn place.
Blame.
I like to headbutt them.
Spit hot
It's just-
bars at him.
It's hard to.
Oh, little egg thief! I'm gonna make you a dead chief. Hit you with my 4 feet. Get the egg before me.
I get beat.
Yep.
Flamed you right in the tail. I'm Spyro. I never fail.
Gonna whisk you off your feet.
Now I've got this egg here.
Check out this.
Eat all these sheep.
So if anyone wants to
I'm
send
a
a
little
bomb
pissed.
to us,
Yeah,
we'll probably put a
please.
PO box.
Give us the
up.
anthrax.
Yeah. PO box 6969 420
At hotmail.po box.
7331
What is that?
Don't you mean
That's
1337?
1337. Sorry,
Jesus.
God, you know leak speak, Matt?
squandered it.
Total noob.
Actually.
Yours.
Fuck you guys. Do you like video game?
Do you like video game? Yes, I
Hey,
very
my name
enjoy
is
it.
Spyro, and I'm here to say I'm saving dragons in a real hot way.
It's not bad, actually.
Shut up. That's it. It's like, yeah, it is.
Alright, so now you gotta go. Yep.
I know what to do.
You gotta get the key.
I know what I'm doing.
That's obvious.
I like it when it says all your shit's complete when you go into the home world,
Yeah.
which Paul, you robbed me of. When grabbed
I also
all
like
the
having
Whatever.
my gem count end on zeros
I also like
when I'm
that.
flying back, because if I see an odd number, it just drives me nuts.
Yeah, it's stupid. Anything other than a 0
It's wrong.
is just so bad. I don't know how.
Even if you're
anybody-
10 under.
Yeah, it's bullshit. So it really, honestly, it should end in double zeros. That's how it always should end.
Yeah.
Crap. What am I missing?
I think you
I think
didn't grab everything up top.
I got everything in the castle.
I think you're.
I didn't.
missing
I
a
don't think I
section.
made a full lap though. I think you're right. I'll find it. It's so much easier when I just play this level first and don't have somebody play it before me.
Why didn't you play it first?
Well, it just didn't work out that
Yeah,
way.
it just didn't work out that way. But
Oh, sucks.
now I have to like look and I
Ah,
don't know
shit.
where everything was. But that's
Son of a bitch.
that's piss.
Planet Pig.
Alright, well, we just got
Shit.
one more of that to do.
Son of a bitch.
Son of
All right.
a bitch.
Don't hurt yourself over
Let
there.
that be the rest.
That's not it. You got
Oh my
4 more,
God.
bro. You got. I think you have either 2 1s and a green, or 2 greens, or 4 reds.
That is like literally all the combinations that
Maybe
it
Matt
could
should take
possibly
over
be.
here.
Here's the thing. I have not been paying enough attention to know where he has and has not been just yet.
I feel like I've been everywhere.
But I think you got to go to that other side still.
I just did a whole lap around here.
I just Something's not clicking. Check on your outside, because I think you might be not close enough to those.
How many are you missing?
4. He has 196 out of 200.
There's
So
one.
So yeah.
3 more to go.
Great.
I mean, that's better than where we're at.
Oh, I had this problem with the shards in Infamous. I had like 2 left.
Oh my
I
god.
was like,
in the first
There you
Infamous,
go.
it's no problem because you can do your little cool scouty thing.
yeah, and I did it for about an hour and a half, all the
Hooray.
flipping map.
I have the infamous platinum trophy.
That's pretty cool.
That
dude.
is the only platinum that I have on PlayStation
Also
3.
Infamous 2, and also Second Son.
I didn't
Really?
play Infamous 2, and Infamous Second Son was not my favorite game.
1,000.
1K gems,
A
baby!
cool grand.
1 grand in gems.
Yeah, this was a great look at the first world in Spyro.
Yes. Quite
We're
good.
already off to a good start.
Yeah.
13% completion.
Looks nice.
Wow. We are all kinds of ready to be done and wrap this up. What a good game.
Yeah.
What a good set of games from a pretty much almost entirely great developer.
Yeah, they're real wholesome people over there. They
Yes.
care about what they do.
Really good stuff. Really great stuff. If you have an opportunity, play an Insomiac game because they're cool. They're
Especially
good.
if you are an Insomniac. Take some of your time up, so you're not just staring at the wall.
Thanks for killing it for me.
You're welcome.
This is now the worst episode we've ever done.
I don't think so by far.
Well, stay tuned next week to see whatever Paul's thankful for.
It's gonna be nothing. We're gonna be looking at the wall and talking probably.
Well, then get ready for Paul to not be here next week, and we're gonna have an episode dedicated to how thankful we are that Paul's not here this week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for hanging around.
Good game.